God bless you. 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 How's everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Please, let's try to engage so that the broadcast does not cut off on us. Let's try to engage. Let me see if you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. If you can see me, let me know you can see me. Happy Saturday to every one of us. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. God bless you. How's your day going? How are you doing? So today is our moment of truth, right? Hopefully the network allows us. If it cuts off, I am not coming back. If we get disconnected, I am not coming back. Please, for those of you that are not following the YouTube, please try to follow the YouTube. Please try to follow the YouTube. So today we are going to speak on the topic that says that he disguided himself to find love. He disguided himself to find love. Is it the right thing for one to do, to disguise yourself so that you can find love? Do you think it is right to disguise yourself so that you can find love? He disguised himself so that he can find love. That's the topic for today. I'm going to quickly tag the video. And this is also a true life story of a guy who disguised himself to find love. He disguised himself so that he can find love. So do you think that it is proper for anyone to disguise themselves so that they can find love? How is everyone doing? If I am not answering to your comment, that's just because I am sharing. Do you think that it is a proper thing for people to disguise themselves so that they can find love? Do you think it's a proper thing to do, to disguise yourself so that you can find love? So he disguised himself. He disguised himself. He disguised himself so that he can find love. This is also a true life story. True life story. True life story of a guy who disguised himself just so that he can find love. So that he can find love. So once upon a time, there was this man who lived, and the father was very rich. The father was very rich. So he didn't know whom to settle with. He had so many girlfriends and didn't know who to settle with or who to be with. So he decided that he wanted to go into a relationship because he came from a very rich background. The parents were doing very well, and when you come from royalty, right, a lot of things goes into place. Please make sure that you're sharing the broadcast. Please help me to share the broadcast for other people to tune in. And please keep engaging the broadcast. If we get disconnected, I will not come back again. If we get disconnected, I will not come back again. And I'm also asking a question to people. Is it a right thing to discard yourself in order for you to find love? Is it right for you to discard yourself so that you can find love? Is it something that is right for you to do? Discard yourself to find love. How many of you support that? it is okay for anybody to discard themselves so that they can find love. And now many people are saying, I don't think it is a proper idea for anybody to discard his or herself in order to find love. So this is a true life story. However, and whatever you think, we are going to go ahead and share the true life story of this guy who came from a very rich family. He came from a very rich family and he was in search of love. So, yes, mama, it's okay to discard yourself to find love. Okay. So, this guy came from a very rich family and he was looking for love. At the same time, he didn't want to fall into the arms of just anybody. Getting, when you are rich and you are trying to settle down, some people feel like, oh, you know what, the people coming to you, the ladies in your life, they are coming for your money, they are coming because they know that you are comfortable, they know that you are rich, so they come so that they can get something from you. So this guy decided that he was not going to just marry any lady who knows his status, who knows that he's from a rich family, who knows that he has a lot in place. So he didn't want to just marry anybody. He decided to disguise himself in order to find love. So he took into a taxi driver. He started driving the taxi. And one day he boarded a vehicle and he was traveling to a certain village that I'm not sure of. So when he was going to that village, he met a girl in the vehicle with him. You know, when you're using transport and you're traveling from a city to a city, let's assume he's in Nigeria, then he's traveling from maybe Uyo to Lagos, Lagos to Abuja, Port Harcourt, and all of that. So he boarded a bus and he was with the lady. So eventually, when the lady arrived at where she was going, she wasn't sure of the place she was going. So she gave him the address. And then the guy looked at the address and said, oh, it's a place I know. Because the guy stays in the town where the lady was actually traveling to with him. So when the lady showed the address to him, it was a place that he knew. And as a rich guy, he has already put a taxi in place to come and pick him. So when they got to the park, the other one had a lift to go. So the lady showed, he said, oh, it's actually towards my direction that I'm going. So you can come and I can give you a lift. So he gave the lady a lift. He actually gave the lady a lift and then they exchanged numbers. So in the course of them exchanging numbers, the guy kept calling. So when this guy was calling the lady was just being herself. Like she was not forming. Like, when ladies will be forming, they will say, oh, I actually saw a guy in a public transport. So it's just of my same category or it's just of my same class. Let me just form or something. But this one, the lady was not pretending. The lady was very open. She was ready to mingle. So she told the guy the truth that, oh, this is where I live. I'm actually going to visit one of my friends in town. She asked me to come because there are no jobs where I am. So I decided to come to see if I can get a change of life and all of that. And the guy asked what she was studying and she went ahead and she was just open. Like she wasn't lying to the guy. She wasn't lying for any reason. Everything she said was just as transparent as what she would have said to any other person that she met. So when the guy saw that this lady was very transparent, and the lady that the girl came to the house to meet in Lagos, a friend that she came to the house to meet in Lagos was like, why are you following somebody that you met in a public transport, a guy that is not rich to give you money, a guy that has nothing to offer to you? Why are you following him? You need to go for bigger shots so that they can be able to cater for you. And the lady was like, well, I just met this guy and he was so nice. He brought me to the house here and, he's been calling and checking up on me. Aside of that, there were meetings. There were times that There were times that they kept meeting. The guy will fix an appointment for her. She will go and meet the guy. Like, she wasn't bluffing. She wasn't showing up. She wasn't proving anything. She was just herself. And guess what? She didn't even know anything about this guy. But the guy was just like, so when this girl told him that, oh, there is this place I'm longing to get a job, I wish that they can hire me in this place and I will be very happy and I will be very settled and I can take care of my parents and my siblings back home. The guy was like, okay, I know somebody that can help. I know somebody that can help. I know people that work there. But eventually along the line, he wasn't connecting her to the people who were working there. So she just decided to, pay off attention and move on with her life. After all, she was living before she met him. But as time went on, she reminded the guy and said, how come you have promised me that you were going to introduce me to some people, and up to now you haven't introduced me to those people? What's going on? I really need a job. I really need a job. I need to support my parents back home. I need to support my siblings. They've been calling me since I got here. They really need my assistance. They really need my help. And the guy was like, okay, just hold on. Things will go back to the way it used to be and I'll be able to assist you. But the girl was not just comfortable. She kept on persuading him and saying, oh, I just need help. I just need help. I need you to help me. I need you to help me. I don't want money. I just need a job. So the guy kept offering money. Okay, take this little money. This is the little token I have. Take it and send it to your family and all of that. And the lady was like, but you know what? I'm not going to rely on you because I know that you do not have. So where are you getting this money from to give me? Where are you getting the money from to give me? And the guy was like, from my savings, just have it. And they kept on going, they kept on meeting, they kept on meeting, they kept on meeting. And the friend which she was living in the house with kept on mocking her, kept on, please make sure you're sharing the broadcast. God bless you. He says, how can you be entangling yourself with a person who does not even have a job of his own? He's just a mere driver and all of that. Eventually, some calls were done and the girl got the job in that company. And when she got the job in that company, there was some guy. So since this guy was a driver, right, he would come and pick her in the morning, go and drop her at her work. And then there were other guys in the workplace who were making passes at her. And she would just come back and tell this other guy, oh, there's this guy that I met at work. He's making passes at me. He lives. And the guy would just ask, what's the name? He knew all the people that he employed, right? And this girl was so honest and was so faithful. So the guy kept doing this thing for her. He kept doing this thing for her. And eventually the one that wanted her badly was this guy's best friend. And they went on and they kept seeing themselves and things were going on very well. On her birthday, this guy proposed to her. And the friend that brought her into town told her not to answer the guy, that the guy is just a mere driver. That why does she need to answer such a guy? You cannot care for her. And she said, but money is not everything. I just love this guy. Sometimes it's good to follow your instincts, not what people are saying to you. Sometimes it's good to follow your instincts. Sometimes it's good to trust your instincts. Sometimes it's good to just be yourself. Sometimes it's good to just give love a chance because you never know. You can find love anywhere. You can find love through anybody. You can find love personally. You can find love through people. So this lady was like, no, I don't think, this guy has been there. He drives me. If he was a rich person, I don't think he will really have time for me. So for the fact that he's giving me attention and everything that I need, I think I need to go with him. So the friend discouraged her, but she went ahead and accepted that ring, that she will marry the guy. And the guy told her that she needs to do what she needs to remain with the friend until she is able to do everything. Even though the friend was giving her attitude, even if the friend was not happy with the decision that she made, but she was convinced in her spirit that she is not making a wrong choice or that she will not regret the choice that she is making. So that guy proposed to her And after everything, after the proposal, during the proposal, it was a big proposal that people came, his friends came, people from the office, they came. And when the lady got to the venue of her birthday, she was surprised that how can a guy who is just a driver throw such a big party for her? Where did this guy get this money from? She was flabbergasted, like, the guy was like, it's okay, because I love you, I have to borrow this money from people. I have to go extra miles to make sure that you are happy because I love you, and this is a better time for me to prove my love. So I didn't want to wait or do otherwise. And the girl just believed. So after that surprise birthday party and the big proposal that they did for her, they moved on with their life. She was still working, and this guy was still doing his own things. You know what? Down the line, the friend that was in the house happened to sleep with the man's colleague in the office, one of the boys that he hired that is also his best friend. They started sleeping with that one, and then this one that was also employed in the company found out that, oh wow, this guy works in the same company with me, so I know him very well. He's just an employee as ourselves. He's not just he's not an employer but an employee. So the girl was like, whatever, but at least he has money more than your taxi driver. At least it's better than your taxi driver. He was just teasing her, but she kept on being focused and just following the guy. Then one day, the guy showed up unannounced in front of their house without telling this girl. This girl was at work. He went to the house to see if the roommate was going to scandalize her, or if the roommate was going to destroy her or say something. You know, when somebody goes behind you to go and meet somebody that you know, just to get words from the person. Oh, what's going on? This lady, how is she? Is she a good person? And all of that. So the guy went behind her when she was at work to go and visit the roommate. And when she got there, the roommate was not nice to him and all. The roommate told him that he's a cursed person. He should get out. He disgraced him, poured him water, and he left. So when the girl came, when he brought the girl back from work, he didn't tell the girl that he went to the house to look for her in her absence. He kept it to himself. So when the girl entered the house, the roommate said, that your poor, wretched, stupid guy was here today. And I so dealt with him. I poured him water. I disgraced him and everything. And the girl was like, really? And he just brought me back and he didn't say anything. He didn't mention it. So he called the guy and confronted the guy. The guy said, oh, he didn't know what made him go back to the house after he dropped her at work. But that's what happened. And the girl was like, so why didn't you tell me? He said, there's no point. If I tell you, you're going to hate your friend. And I don't want you to hate her, because if she kicks you out, you have nowhere to go. But trust me, this guy had it in place. He had a good job. The company they were working was owned by his father. His late father died and willed the property to him. So everything belonged to him. He was rich. He was paying all of them, but they didn't know. Even the girl in question didn't know that that place was owned by him. So after that lady disgraced the girl decided to come out. When this guy in the office was making passes at her, and she told this guy, I guess, what is the name? He now said it. She almost slept with that guy before this one now came out to say, okay, we need to put things in place for me to marry you, because I don't want any man having you before me. So when it was time for them to marry this girl, the friends still kicked against it and said, no, you cannot marry such a poor guy. Why do you want to settle for a poor guy when there are other rich guys that you can just marry? Why do you want to marry a poor guy? This guy is just a driver. So that one even has a job. What of those that are harboring a man who does not even have a job? What of those that are harboring a man whom they are the one clothing, feeding, housing? You know, sometimes some ladies we ladies, if you have a bad friend, the person will just do what? The person will just influence you with their bad and wicked mind. Meanwhile, in their heart, she does not even have a boyfriend. All she does is just to do runs. Go and meet men and that's it. Go and meet men and that's it. Go and meet men and that's it. And just sleep with them. But she does not have anybody that if they say bring a boyfriend, she will say, okay, this one is my boyfriend. No, she didn't have. But then she was not happy for the friend who had a boyfriend who is even a driver. A driver. What is wrong in being a driver? As long as I know, drivers are very rich. You know, it is back in Africa that people see driving job as if it's a taboo. But you see, in this part of the world, drivers are making it big time. I don't know how many of you use the Bolt, the Uber, and all of that. You see that when you put in the distance where you are going, you see that you automatically you know what you are paying. And if there is traffic and all of that, so it is a job that, you know, people dress well, they have a good car, and they are running it. It's a very lucrative business. But back in Africa, you know, I don't understand why the poor people, those who don't have anything, they are the ones who make mouth the most. Those who have nothing, they are the ones who rant so well. But those who have it going for them, you hardly even see them show up. Why? Because it is a part of them. But people that were in abject poverty, the moment the God opened their eyes and they begin to see small kobo, they will start bragging because, you know, all their life, money has not been a part of them. So seeing that little money is like they have made it in life. Their head is expanding. They have no respect. They have no regard for anybody again. They feel that they have belonged. They have arrived. So this guy discarded himself because he didn't want what? He didn't want this girl. He didn't want anybody that will marry him because use life. Okay, because he didn't want any woman that will marry him for his money. He wanted to find love. That's why he discarded himself. And he truly found love because this girl knew him as a driver. Now, the dangerous part of it all is that it is difficult for you to accept somebody whom you knew as a driver. All of a sudden, you realize that this person is a millionaire. You realize that this person is the one that owns the company where all of you are working. You realize that all the guys who were toasting you in that company were beneath him. You realize that, you know, like it was a shock. It was a shocker. And she couldn't take it. When this guy came up with the truth, they gathered everybody that she knew at her workplace, everybody that she knew from where she was, they were present. She couldn't contain it. Like her heart was skipping. The shock was too much. She couldn't know. She didn't know how she would contain with the truth and, you know, the present life and what she has known. So the guy, she ran away because the friend that was living with her in the house was shocked. People that were present were shocked. The girl was like, what? You? My God. And I poured you water and you did not do anything to me. You know, everybody was shocked. And this other girl was like, it was a shocker of her life. She didn't know what to believe. She didn't know what to do. But at the same time, she was not happy because she felt lied to. And then everybody told her that she should not worry. She should just give the guy the chance to come and explain and say why he had to discard himself and all of that. And that was where the guy came up with the story that he has always been in a relationship where he was jilted, where he was maltreated, where he was used, where he was fooled, because everybody came for his money. And he was not interested in a woman that will marry him for his money. He wanted to find love and be loved. He wanted to love and be loved. So he had to do what? He had to discard himself and do that. And people came up with that idea for him. You know, sometimes it really works, especially for women. If you want to find true love, if you want to find somebody that loves you for you, don't expose yourself. Because some people just love you because you are a public figure. Some people just love you because you are, they know that you have. Some people just love you because of your background. Some people just love you because of your location. Some people just love you because you're living abroad. Some people just love you because you're in ministry. Some people just love you because you have a child. Some people just love you because of your family. Like there is always something that makes a person to do what? A person to come to you because of what they have seen. So sometimes you need to do what? You need to come out of that place to find a person that accepts you for who you are, they true you. Sometimes you need to not come out of a pocket and see what this person will do to prove love to you, not just coming and you are the one giving all the love, but you have nothing to take in return. So what this guy did was really good, that he disguised himself and he was able to find the love of his life. He married the girl. After he has told the story of how he was jilted by ladies, he was used by ladies, he will open business for ladies, they will dump him and move on with another guy. He will train them through school, they will dump him and move on with another guy. After he was sharing his story, so many people learned from it. And even the people that were present were like, wow, I am going to go and practice this personally for myself to also find love and all of that. So sometimes you see, it is not just about you pleasing a person. It is also about you getting what you want. It is also about you getting what you want. Like everybody wants to love and be loved. Nobody wants to just give love and not take love, right? So that guy did that. He disguised himself to find love, to find true love. He disguised himself to find true love. How many of you have ever done a thing like that? How many of you have ever tasted somebody's love? How many of you have ever doubted somebody's love? How many of you have ever been in a place where you are in a place where you want to see if the person you are with truly loves you? What's the moral lesson of this true life story? The moral lesson is that always be yourself. Always be yourself. Always be yourself. Don't listen to people. If she has listened to the girl that she came to live in the house and peradventure followed her to be looking for sugar daddies and be just sleeping with men, she will not be married. She would have lost her opportunity. There are so many ways that opportunity can happen. There are so many ways that opportunity can happen. Sometimes people don't really understand. That public transport in Africa really helps though. Like there are medias where you will meet people and they are just nice. I remember back in Africa, whilst I was in school, I told you people before I met the Russian people that were nice to me and saw me through my school. I remember whilst I was going from Uyo to Lagos using the public transport, it was really fun. It was really fun. Sometimes you will meet people who will cater for you in the transportation. You don't even know them, but they are just being nice to you. Like they buy you food, they take care of you, whatever they are eating, they are also offering to you until you arrive. Even if you open up to somebody that, oh, I don't have where to go. Some people are even willing to take you to their house to sleep, just so that you will be safe. Some people will even offer and say, oh, I am lodging. So if you are not scared, if you're okay, if you trust me, you can come with me and all of that, right? So there are so many ways for us to meet people. Let's not always despise the day of our small beginning. Always be yourself. Don't let anybody tell you. Some people, like I said yesterday, it's very good when people are advising you. But what is not good is when they need to apply the advice that they are giving to you. You will see that sometimes it's easy for you to advise people. So easy for you to advise people. But the things you are advising people to do, you would never do it personally. Why? Because you know that the advice you gave to those people is not a good advice. You know that the advice you gave to them is not a good one. That's why you are not what? That's why you cannot apply those to yourself. Because you personally do what? You personally know that, oh, this advice I'm giving to this person, I cannot personally use it myself, because I know that what I'm giving to this person or what I'm telling this person to do is obviously not a good thing for me to do. So I'm just telling somebody because I want to tell the person, But for me to practice what I'm actually telling this person is a no for me. It's a no for me. So I can advise, but I am not going to apply it, which is what? Which is bad. Which is what? Which is very, very bad. So sometimes follow your instincts, follow your mind, follow your spirit, pray about everything and be contented. Because if you want to, some people, something happened last year. Is it last year or this year? There are some people, they want to carry their shoulders more than their self. Like, how can you want somebody to do what you cannot do for yourself for you? Do you understand? You want me to do what you cannot do for yourself, but you want me to do it for you. You cannot help yourself, but you want me to help you. You don't have food to eat. Somebody gives you food. You are being choosy. A beggar with choice. So sometimes I know that in one way or the other, people have discarded themselves in order for them to do what? In order for them to find love, in order for them to be loved. But the moral lesson in this story is that you should do what? Always be yourself. Don't listen to people. Follow your mind. I personally have sometimes it is not, you are not at the end of it all, you are not the one that, it is not those people who are going to stay with the person. You are the one who is going to stay with the person. So why are you allowing them to make a choice for you? A choice that they are not going to live with. You're making a choice for me. You want me to go with a person that I feel nothing for, a person that I don't even know if I can cope with. This is the choices of your family. This is the choices of your relatives. This is the choices of your friends. They want you to go with this person. Your father wants you to go with this person. Your mother wants you to go with this person. Your sisters want you to do this. Your sisters want you to do that. And at the end of the day, Peace says, lower your pride and be of good behavior. That's a very good one. So you will see people, you can't, your own family where you came from, they can't even afford a car. And you want to marry a guy that has a car. If a car was that cheap, why didn't your father drive one? If a car was that cheap, why don't your brothers drive one? So you see, some people are just, I don't know the correct word to use. Some people are just ridiculous. Some people are just ridiculous. You want somebody to do what you cannot do for yourself, for you. You want a person to do for you what you cannot do for yourself. You were not able to send yourself to school. Now you want somebody to see you through school. If it was that easy, why didn't your parents see you through that school? The things you can do for yourself, the things you don't have, cut your coat according to your size. God bless you. Not sometimes, it's not even cutting your coat according to your size. It's cutting your coat according to the material. Because there are some styles that you want to make when you are making a dress. There are some stuffy styles. There are some styles that you want to make. And the tailor tells you that, oh, you know what, the material will not be enough. There are some styles you want to do, right? Maybe you want to make this style I'm wearing and you want them to pleat the front. And you have just 2 yards. And obviously, you can make this long dress with just 2 yards because your material is small. And the tailor tells you that, oh, okay, if I'm going to make that style for you, there will be no hand because your material is small. Sometimes it's not even cutting your coat according to your size. It's cutting your coat according to the cloth, the material you have. Because if your size is long sleeves, and if you want the long sleeve style and the cloth cannot do long sleeve, you will do short sleeve, right? So cut your coat according to your cloth, the material you have at hand. Be contented. Live a day at a time. You will see people, they grow more than they grow. I don't know how to put this. You grow more than what you can reach. Like you reach out for much that you can, you bite too much that you can chew. So let's assume that I want to eat this biscuit right now, right? I want to eat this biscuit right now. and I just picked up this biscuit. Instead of me to just take a bite, I put my arm. And now I have everything stuck into my mouth. I cannot chew because it's too much. I should have just bitten a little that I could chew, right? Some people bite more than they can chew. Be contented. Stop rushing. Some people, they compete a lot. They compete a lot. They are waiting for somebody else to be married. I want my sister to marry. When my sister finish marriage, and then I will come and marry. I want my friend to marry first. When they marry, I will come and marry. You are so stupid. I'm sorry to say, but that's just the truth. Your destiny and that of your sister is not the same. Your birthday and that of your sister is not the same. Your glory and that of your sister is not the same. So why do you want to wait for people to achieve? Maybe sometimes, this God is a wonderful God. Sometimes the wicked in their heart wants you to go first so that you will make mistake and they will laugh. But God is not like a man. That sometimes they want you to go first so that you will make mistake and they will laugh at you. But you know what God does? God will allow you to go. You will do it. You will not make mistakes. But when they go, they will make that mistake they were wishing you to make. You know why? Because God sees our hearts. God knows our intention. God knows, and He knows how we feel. Please share the video. Please make sure you're sharing the video. God bless those tuning in. So let us always learn from people's story. Let us always learn from people's story. Don't want to be like another. I am a very big fan of people being themselves. Just be yourself. Be yourself. I know people that can copy. If you put red lipstick, they will go and put. You put long wig, they will put. You wear red, they wear red. You wear blue, they wear blue. You wear pink, that is just how their life is. But it shouldn't be like that. How do you know that if you try a pink on you, it will not be the best? How do you know that if you use a blue, it will not be the best? Sometimes we have lost a lot in life because of our what? Being fake. Because of what? Being fake. We have lost a lot in life as a result of being fake. Be yourself. Be yourself. The truth of the matter is, so many times, there are people who just love you. There are people who just love you, and nothing can stop them from loving you. Like, they just love you. Nothing can stop them from loving you. If somebody likes, let the person destroy your name from morning till night, they will still love you. They will still do what? They will still love you because you have already, you are not fighting for it. You have already won their love. Like, you have a position. Like, there is always a spot where they have reserved for you. Irrespective of everything they hear about you, they still have a benefit of doubt that, this person must be talking from the place of envy. This person must be talking from the place of jealousy. And that was what the lady had. The lady knew that this her friend might be talking from the place of jealousy. The lady knew that this her friend can be talking from the place of insecurity. The lady knew that this her friend can be talking from the place of not having anybody in her life. So which is more better, for me to have a boyfriend or for me to sell myself to men every night like you do? So the lady was very, very sensible. She was very, very matured. She was very, very understanding. Probably a lot has happened like that in her life that she has to tell herself that, if I ever find a relationship, sometimes things need to happen for you to have a rethink. Sometimes things need to happen for you to have a rethink. I am one person that I don't go to where I am not invited. If you're doing a birthday party and you don't involve me, I will never be involved in it. I will never be involved in it. If you're having a wedding and you don't involve me, I will never be involved in it. If you're having a ceremony, whatever you are doing, and you don't involve me, I'll never be involved with it. I am not that kind of a person that you did not invite me for something. Just because everybody is going, I dress up, carry my bag and come. No, I know my worth. Even if you don't know my worth, you can't respect me because of familiarity, or because you know me, because you talk to me, because you do everything. I will not let you take advantage of me. I know my worth. So I will only go to where I am invited. And when you are like that, you will see that you have your life going in place. You don't have issues with people, and you don't have problems with people. Why? Because you stay on your lane. Where you are not wanted, you don't go there. Where you are not called, you don't go there. You just keep to yourself. That was what the lady did. You invited me to come to your house so that I can get a job. I can move on with my life, because life in the city is much better. When she arrived there, she did not allow her to control her life. She just knew that, yes, you invited me here so that I can get a better job and have a better life. So however I'm going to fix my life, you shouldn't be the one controlling my life. You shouldn't be the one. You know, there are some people that instead of you to receive their help, it's better for you to reject their help. You know those kind of people who will help you and then they will be checking your phone. Who will help you, then they will be paying attention to your call. Like me personally, I don't feel comfortable being with people like that. If I see that you are a prognoser, you are always putting your mouth into my business, like, every time your eye is on my phone, you have a problem with who I'm talking to, who is calling me, who is messaging me. I remove myself away from you because I see you to be very dangerous. This is my life. This is my phone. So why are you making my phone your phone? There are people like that. They want to take control of you. They want to control you. They have a controlling spirit. So if you are not a person of your own, they will easily do what? They will easily mold you. They want to control you. They want to be the one to control you, tell you how you need to talk, tell you what you need to do, tell you how you need to go out, when you need to come back, and all of that, which is very bad. Like, I am an adult, so if I come to stay with you, I need to now be telling you who I'm going to meet, where I'm going to, and when I'm going to come back. No, that's none of your business. For the fact that you offered somebody help, or you gave somebody an hostel, or you gave somebody a room to stay, does not give you the effrontery to monitor the person. You need to understand what is called privacy. You need to understand what is called personal space. You need to understand what is called independency. Like, you need to let people do things for themselves. You need to let people be independent for themselves. You need to let people follow their instinct, their mindset. Sometimes if they seek you and say, oh, I want to go and meet somebody tomorrow, because they have told you, you can now come in to advise, but don't want to do what? Don't want to boss people, and don't let people have a life of their own. You don't let people make decisions of their own just because they are with you, just because it is very bad. So if that girl that invited her friend from the village to the city was like some of you, because some of us, we are like that. We are very controlling. We want people to live under us. We want people to stay under our authority. We want people to do as we say. We are so commanding and controlling. I hate people like that. If you have a controlling spirit, you have a controlling mind, you're always looking for who to control, I disconnect you from my life, sharp, sharp. I disconnect you from my life, sharp, sharp. What do you think would have happened to us if God was that controlling? What do you think would have happened to you and me if God was that detective? What do you think would have happened to us if God was like that? When I see people like that, Pakam, I remove you because you're nothing but an agent. It's not funny. If I see people like that, I disconnect you from my life one time. Why do I need to keep you? If I need to pay for security, whatever, the police are there to do the work. You cannot be the police and be policing me, checking my phone. You even know, oh my God. And some people are so troublesome, Sometimes because of the trouble that they are giving to you, you do what? You run helter-skelter and you get to doing something. But this friend her own was just come from the village to the city and make a better life. And when she arrived in the city, she did not allow the friend to control her. She was having a mind of her own. She was living a life of her own. The friend says, oh, he's just a common taxi driver. She said, it's okay. But is it not better for me to be with a common taxi driver than to go and be standing on the road every night like you are doing? And she will say, oh, don't insult me. I stand on the road every night. That's how I got the house. That's your business. You decided to stand on the road. That's why you got the house. That's why I am in the village, because I could not stand on the road and make, she did not allow that friend to control her. She had a mind of her own. People, learn to have a mind of your own. For the fact that your mother is telling you something doesn't mean that she's right. For the fact that your father is telling you something doesn't mean that he is right. For the fact that your friends are telling you something is not that they are right. When it comes to relationship and marriages, nobody should advise you. Because you know why? You are the one that will live with this man after the marriage. You are the one that will live with this woman after the marriage. So if they now force you to a person, after the marriage, they go to their houses and you come to your house. That is why you will see your husband sleeping with you as a rape, because you don't like him. But when it comes to marriages, there is nothing like rape. In the court of law, the only time you can use the word rape is when it's in a relationship. In marriage, you cannot say my husband raped me, because it's your husband and he has the right to your body. So when you now go into forced marriage, because you didn't like the person, you didn't want the person, and now you got married to the person, you will now see sleeping with your partner as a rape, because you don't have feelings for this person. But somebody that you have feelings for, you will not only wait for him to come and make the passes at you, you are the one who will make the passes at him, because it's mutual. This lady did not allow the friend to have a control of her mind. She had a mind of her own. Some of you have lost your minds. You don't have a mind of your own. Your siblings are the one giving you the mind you have. People are thinking for you. People are the one telling you what to do. And you know the funny thing about people telling you what you do? When they finish telling you what you do and they get you into a mess. Okay, now let's assume that you are with me and you know that I am not a calling type. Everybody knows that I am not a calling type. I say it out all the time. So now you come into my life and you become close to me and you want me to be calling you. You will wait till eternity. I will not call you. And now because I am not calling you, you went to tell your friends, your concubine of people that you know how to discuss your matter with. That's your life, right? Not my life. You now go to people that you know how to address your matter. You go to them and you say, oh, look at what my husband is doing. Oh, look at what my friend is doing. Oh, look at what this woman is doing. Oh, she's not calling me. Oh, I am the only one calling. Oh, he's not coming to me. Oh, I'm the only one going to him. Oh, he's not giving me money. Oh, I'm the only one giving him money. And they advise you because, of course, people are going to play on your stupidity because you're stupid. To come to them and start telling them what already they know. So because you have gone to them to seek for advice, they now tell you, oh, really? So if she's not calling you, this is what you need to do. If somebody is not calling you, don't call the person again. You know what? When you don't call the person for 2 months, 3 months, the person will call you. Me, if you like, don't call for 5 years. I will never call you. Because it is just who I am. Mommy, you are always available. You wouldn't be exceptional. You wouldn't be acceptable. You wouldn't be what? Acceptable. It is good to know your words. Don't go where you are not wanted. Yes, so very true. Don't go where you are not wanted in this life at all. Okay, so you now go there and you say, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they give you that advice. the way that it suits them. They will give you the advice the way that it will suit them, right? They say, hey, because I did it to my husband and it worked. When my husband didn't call me, I didn't call him for 6 months. And then he did what? And then he called me. You don't know. That 6 month space that you are giving to that man as a result of what your family have advised you, your friends, and where you go to take knowledge because you lack common sense, right? So you go for them to give you sense as you do not have sense of your own. So when you go to these people, they rub your mind, they play with your spirit because they see that you're really dumb and they help you become more dumbish. So they play with your mind and tell you, no, don't be the first to call. Don't break the silence. Just keep on ignoring, you will see. And you are ignoring, you are miserable. And whilst you're busy ignoring your husband, ignoring your wife, ignoring your friend, another person is busy keeping them company. And before you know it, they take away the memory from their head. They no longer even remember you. So that when you call, it's like their past is calling. They are no longer interested in the call because they have learned to live without your call. So if you have stayed for 3 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks without calling a person, 1 month without calling a person, and all of a sudden you come back, you start calling the person and you just want the person to start flowing back into that because the person was just waiting for your call. Not moi. Not me though. So people, the way you dress your bed is the way you sleep on it. The way you want your life is the way you will live your life. Don't go to where you are not expected. Where you are not called, don't go. If they lie, let them eat chicken with sauce every day. Stay there in your noodles and have peace. So long as you are having peace, I don't see anything wrong with being alone. Being alone and having peace is much better than being with people and fighting, especially people that don't respect you, people that don't regard you, people that don't know who you are, people that talk to you like they talk to every normal person. Like, I am not an ordinary person. I'm not like your usual friend. I don't expect you to treat me the way you treat your friend. So if you bring the treatment you were treating your boss, your boyfriend, your husband, to me, it cannot work. Because I am not those people. I am your woman of God. So you need to know how to talk to me, how to address me, how to deal with me. You don't need to see me as a person who you are in a relationship with. It is not going to work because the grace that you do not respect and celebrate can never work for you. So these are the most problem that you see people have in marriages today. Their mouth cannot be controlled. They cannot control their mouth. So they go from mother to father. Today they are their mother's place reporting their husband. Tomorrow they are their sister's place reporting their wife. Next tomorrow they are in the bar discussing their marriage. Another time they are in the church. Everywhere they go, the only thing that pleases them. Anywhere they go, the only thing that pleases them, talk about their marriage. Talk about their children. My children are bad. My children are worse. My children are this. My husband is weak. That was how a certain girl. Let me give you people this one. This one is a true life story. And I'm going to tag the video ×2. There was a certain lady here in Canada, in this Calgary. And we were living in the house together. Every time this lady will be abusing the guy, she will say, what are you even seeing in this guy? For those of you who have been watching me, you have heard this story before, right? She said, what are you even seeing in this guy? Why are you even allowing this guy to be the one to be, doing this, doing that for you? The same guy she was destroying, she was admiring the guy. And she was telling that girl, this guy is not your class. This guy is too slim, is too this, is too that. But she was admiring the guy. And the girl said, why are you always cursing my boyfriend? She said, oh, is that one a boyfriend? Is that one a boyfriend? Look at the way he's looking. I beg, go and look for a better boyfriend. For those of you who knows the story of Filipinos, this lady kept on doing that, and the lady will go and ask the guy, what did you do to this lady that this lady hates you so much? And the guy will be laughing. The guy said, you say who hates me? And the lady will say, this girl hates you. The guy says, she doesn't hate me. As a matter of fact, she loves me. And the person in question was shocked. She was like, please, it's like, I don't know if the video is on, if the video is off. Please engage the video and comment on the video so that I know that people are still here. Otherwise, I cut the video and end it. I don't want to talk to myself. So please, if you are still here with me, just engage the video and keep commenting. Otherwise, I feel that it is network and we are disconnected, and I will just cut off the video. So if you're still here with me, please just go ahead and comment and engage the broadcast. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. Because it's like nobody is hearing me again. I don't see no comments. I don't see no reaction. So I feel like maybe the video is disconnected and I'm still here talking to myself. So please, if you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. And engage the video, please, so that I can know that we are still here. It is just bad when you are not responding to me. I don't know if you're on or if you're off. Okay, so that kept on like that. Then the lady was shocked to realize that the girl who was abusing this guy was not abusing this guy because of anything, but she was in love with the girl and she was sleeping with the girl. It's like you have a girlfriend, you are living in the house with your girlfriend, and your girlfriend is sleeping with your boyfriend, but you do not know. Every time she keeps on discouraging you, talking bad about the guy, but she was also sleeping with that same guy. The guy she was talking against, she was sleeping with that same guy. And she was telling this girl, what are you doing with this guy? What are you doing with this guy? So at a point, the guy could no longer take it. The guy said, what? This girl sleeps with me now when you are out to work. I was shocked. And when I confronted her, she still was trying to lie. I've never beaten a woman that way, but I really beat her. And she called the police on us. You know, sometimes you don't really understand. People are very dangerous. When I tell you, trust nobody. When I say trust nobody, it is because as a true life story, as what is happening in this world, as what is going on, I say, house that we were living, 3 of us, we were living in the same house. 3 of us. We were living in the same house. Every time she says, what are you doing with this guy? I said, but this guy is from my place and he's been so nice to me. You already know that it's my friend. He says, well, if it's your friend, it's okay. But I don't think you can date such a guy. You don't even make the mistake of dating that kind of a guy. You are too beautiful. Look at that guy now. Look at us. Hey, I didn't know. As I am at work, they were busy enjoying. As I go to work, they were busy making love to each other. But what was painful to the guy that the guy could not understand was because she was destroying him. And when I come to the guy and I was curious what is going on between the two of them, that each time the guy is there, the guy will be doing what? The guy will be, the guy will keep on saying, are you sure this girl said this? I said, you want me to confront her in front of you? And that was it. When the girl was confronted, she couldn't talk. And the guy said, I am asking you a question. How long? He said, look, in fact, the way the guy said it, he said, look at that mumu person. You know how Nigerian guys talks now. He said, look at that mumu one. After I have slept with her for more than 4 times. After I have slept with her, she's there talking nonsense about me. And then she opened up. She said, you are the worst guy on bed ever. I was like, wow. So it's true. And why will you be sleeping with someone and be destroying the person? So you see, people, you need to be very careful in your relationships. You need to be very careful in your marriages. You need to be very careful who you run to solve your problem. You need to be very careful who you bring to your house. You need to be very careful who you introduce to places. You need to be very careful who you are putting close by, because some of those people whom you are seeing, it is not as if they are happy for you. They are not happy for you. They are not happy for you. But they do that so that you will do what? They do that so that you will do what? They do that so that they can bring you what? So that they can bring you pain. So that they will see you weep. So that they will see you mourn. So that they will see you cry. They do that. And they know themselves. 3 of us in the house. Oh, this one I'm not saying somebody came and told us. 3 of us in the house. 3 of us. She will come to me. She will say, you're so beautiful. What are you doing with this guy? This guy is a low life. He's a nobody. Meanwhile, you were sleeping with that guy. And when the guy told me that he was sleeping with her, I refused to believe the guy. Even if the guy has never destroyed her. But I didn't just believe it because this girl has repeatedly and countlessly told me that she can never have anything to do with this guy. That this guy is a low life, is a nobody. So I was very surprised to see that a girl who was there saying that this guy is a nobody, is a low life, is this, is that, is that, is this, is that. You know, I just blocked that, what's his name? That Tunde, whatever, who was putting nonsense comments. I blocked him. But I wanted to unblock him now. I wanted to unblock him. I don't know how to do it. So that was it. That was it. We were shocked. She was disgraced, and she even admitted it and said, you are the worst person in bed ever. Some of you that you bring people to your house. Some of you, you take people to your house. They are busy sleeping with your husbands. They are busy sleeping with your boyfriend. And they don't see anything wrong with it. They hide it. It is only when something happens, Bakam, then you will realize and say, Chai, what have I done? What have I done? Trust nobody. This life, trust nobody. If you can live your life, your marriage, your family, yourself, it is good for you. When you continue bringing third party, fourth party into your marriage, into your relationship, like you don't have a mind of your own. People must tell you what to do. People must tell you how to live. People must come and settle problem for you. Now ask yourself, how come the people that I'm going to settle problem for me, they never come to me to settle their own problem? Ask yourself that. How come the people that I'm running to for solution, they never come to me for solution? Because they see that you're stupid. They see that you don't have sense. That's why you come to them. So somebody that is already senseless, why do they need to come to you? No, they cannot come to you. They can't. They will not be able to come to you because they already know that you don't have a sense to think. That's why you came to them. So they don't trust you if you cannot handle your own problem in your marriage. They don't trust you to come to you and come and tell you their own problems, because you go to them to go and ask for solution. So they cannot come to you because they already know. They say, this one's marriage is weak. That's why she comes to me for solution. So why do I need to go and tell her my own marital problem when she cannot even handle her own home? So they will not come to you. So if you want people to trust you and confide in you and talk to you, that is why you need to do what? That is why you need to do what? You need to keep to yourself. You need to keep to your marriage. You need to keep to your relationship. Not every time. Every time. You have people that you're reporting to. And what do you think they think about you? When you go, they laugh at you. They say, look at this woman. This woman is really stupid. Does she not know that marriage is full of problem and trouble? Who told her that marriage was what? Who told her that marriage was rosy? Is she the first person that is married? Can she not go and ask her mother for the story? You people see, when you see people wearing gown and wear ring and come and be doing like this, you think that they are happy. It's a lie. Everybody is managing. Learn to manage and keep quiet. Manage and endure. Manage and be. Manage and know that you have already signed it. Nobody signed it for you. You signed into it. So you will need to stay. If you cannot stay and people are controlling your home for you, you are not the one running your marriage. The people running your marriage are the one controlling it for you. So it's better off if you were not even married. When people start running your marriages for you, when people start running your home for you, when people start running your relationship for you, it would have been better if you were single. Because right now, people are the one running your marriage for you. So you're not the one who is married, but people are marrying the man for you. People are marrying the woman for you. So you're obviously in marriage, but people are the one marrying for you, because every of the activities, every of the advice, every of what is going on in your marriage is advice taken from friend, advice taken from pastor, advice taken from family. You don't have a mind of your own, but you are the one marrying the man, but your family is marrying him for you. You are the one staying in marriage, but your family are the ones marrying the man for you. Your family are the one detecting what happens in your marriage. Your families are the one detecting how you will live your marriage. Your families are the one detecting what happens in your home, how you will treat your husband. They tell you when to cook. They tell you when to wash. They tell you when to talk to him. They tell you when to go to bed with him. And you are doing it. You don't know that they are pushing you out of your marriage. You are busy responding to it. They are busy responding to it. You're busy playing along, but at the end of the day, as you are busy pushing the man out, the man is already enjoying his new relationship. And before your eyes opens and you return to your husband to fix things, return to your relationship to fix things, you will realize that you are in a relationship with yourself, because the person you were in a relationship with has long moved on. They have long moved on. They couldn't wait for you. They couldn't tolerate you anymore. They couldn't bear you anymore. So they moved on. They were tired of that drama. Every time some people, they have a quarrelsome spirit. Some people, they have a quarrelsome spirit. They are possessed in their spirit. They are possessed human being. So every time they want to fight in their relationship, they want to quarrel, they want to make. People are not cut out for that. People are not cut out for that. They are people that want peace in their life. And the moment you give them headache once or twice, they get tired of you and they just want to move on. So you'll be thinking you're in a relationship with them, but they have already gone. You'll be thinking that they are in a relationship with you, but they have already gone. They have left you. And before you realize before it is being done on you, it is too late. Then you will go to call families to come and settle. And when you go to call the families to come and settle, The man has already moved on with another woman. He has already done the introduction of another woman. He's already enjoying his life with another woman. All that time you were saying, I will not call him. Somebody else was calling her. All that time you say, I will not cook for him. Somebody else was bringing food to him. All that time you were saying, I will show him. Somebody else was busy caring for him. Somebody else was busy caring for her. And at the end of the day, you have ended up showing yourself. You wanted to show somebody. Now you have ended up showing yourself. You have ended up laughing at yourself. You have ended up ridiculing yourself. You see your own marriage and your own relationship collapse before your very eyes. Your marriage collapses before your very eyes. You can't do anything about it. You can't go anywhere about it. You can't there's nothing. It's already done. And you will learn your lesson. Sometimes you wish that you can turn back the hands of time. The hands of clock can be rotated. How many of you have ever woken up before in the morning? This is like 5:24 p.m. here. Some of you, it is like past 12 in the midnight for you. Nigeria is 12:24 right now. Ghana is 11:24 right now. And all the other places, Togo, Benin, Ghana, you will do what? You will wish that you can turn the hands of clock to maybe 10 p.m., 2 p.m. so that you can meet up time to do something. But the time that you have wasted in the morning, it is already gone. You will never see 12 noon again today. 12 noon is gone. Until tomorrow, there will be no more 12 noon. What we are heading towards is 12 midnight. So be careful. As you make your bed, so will you lie on it. As you make your bed, so will you sleep on it. As you make your bed, so will you enjoy it. I hope that we have learned something from these two stories that I have shared today. I hope that we have learned something from these two stories that I have shared today. Sometimes it's good for us to do what? It's good for us to advise our children, talk to our children, teach them some things, because these are true life story. These things are happening. These things are happening. These things are true life. These things are happening. May God give us the wisdom and the knowledge to be and live the way God wants us to live, and not how the society wants us to live, and not how people want us to live. Thank you for connecting to the day 2 of the Moment of Truth with our true life story. God bless you so very much. I love you. Please make sure that you are keeping up to date with the posts on Facebook. Follow our page, Heaven Chapel, like, and also review the page. Recommend the page to your friends and family. Follow us on YouTube, Heaven Chapel. Follow us on Instagram, Heaven Chapel. Follow us on every social media with the name Heaven Chapel. And please endeavor to start the week with Jesus. So please endeavor to do what? Endeavor to start the week with what? I don't know what time it is for you in Europe. All I know is that my time is 5:30 right now. 5:27 right now. So I don't know what time zone you have. Whatever time zone you have, please connect to the prayer. The time is 6 in the morning and 12 noon. Use your time zone to fast. The prayer point has already been posted. Please, if you have not clicked like and subscribe to the YouTube, please do so. If you have not also liked and followed the page Heaven Chapel, please do so. And God will so bless you. I'm super excited that I was able to keep to this live broadcast, because today was just one of those days I wasn't feeling like doing anything, but I'm super excited that even while I'm lying down, that we could have this wonderful talk show. God bless everyone. Maybe by next week, I will be coming up with another true life story. If not, we have some emails that has been sent in. We will be addressing those topics with the email. Aside of that, everything is fine. maybe by next week, if God permits me, we will come on with question and answers so that people can feel free to ask any question that they do not know about the ministry, whatever you want to know, including whatever you want to know, exception of my personal life. So whatever question you want to throw, I will be open to answering them, exception of my personal life. So I love you all, and I will see you again tomorrow in service by the special grace of God, if the Lord tarries. Who are these people who wants to be in the video? Oh. I see two people wanting to be in the video. I see two people wanting to be in the video, but today is not that day. Today was just for the moment of truth, and that is it. So take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of the day. For those of you that are going to sleep, have a blessed night, and may the Lord bless and keep you. I'll see you again. Bye bye.